What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Chaos. My name is vlad, the-tek, and today, well, kind of a sad day since last week, and I'm a little bit late to the party on this one. Yeah, so it was made apparent to me that Vita Carnis released First Contact last week, and I didn't know about that until it was too late, and I'd already recorded another video, but better late than never. We're going to go ahead and react to it now, and kind of go from there, I guess. Yes, I know, I should have gotten to it a little bit sooner, but it's just a whole time thing. You know, I didn't really have the time. I have to spend a lot of my time working and doing other things. But if you guys want to help me get some of that time back so I can put more time and energy into making the recording and just editing these videos, you guys can subscribe, turn on bell notifications, become a member of the meme cult proper, and possibly think about becoming a channel member and paying your tithe. That stuff really helps out a bunch. We've got a few members now. We're almost to the point where I can start really rolling out some really interesting perks and stuff like that, like members only videos, members only live streams, and of course early access to my videos. But that all hinges on whether or not people will actually start subscribing and all that stuff. So subscribe, turn on the bell notifications, and do all the other stuff that you do here on YouTube, and all that is greatly appreciated. But for now, let's actually look at First Contact here. Ooh, spoopy. Interesting. It's purring. Okay. What are we doing here? Oh, I remember that. Okay, V1-7. Okay, overload. Is it all 7 chambers? I remember this was happening during the last video when we were talking about the mimics and meat snakes. But if my prediction's accurate, we'll be going through harvesters and hosts in this one. Or maybe not. Maybe this is going to be interrupted by whatever was happening in the tank last time.
All the entities are freaking out. The system can't handle all of this. Turn off the power. Sir, do it.
Okay. Well, that's helpful. But now everything in the facility can get out. That's not a good thing. Oh, well, this is nice.
It is called the electromagnetic spectrum.
Hang on. Go back. Okay, don't know what that is.
It is called the
Don't know what any of that was.
electromagnetic spectrum.
What's that gonna have to do with this?
Backup power is now on. Systems appear to be stable.
Check the damage and get me eyes down there.
All right, interesting. We are stable.
Entering the chamber.
Yeah, enter very slowly. Hello, Mr. Sphere.
Entity seems much more active now.
It's all wobbly.
Sir, come in. Sir! I can't tell what you're saying, sir. Please respond. What? What the hell?
The hell
Can't hear you
indeed.
clear enough. Get out of there! Move out! Now!
Yeah, why'd you open that, you dumbass?
The waves reach the antennae and translate it into sound.
Okay, so it's now... Okay, this a little bit here, I think they're, like, trying to go over, like, how this communicates with all the other meat creatures. So UV rays, I'm assuming... No, UV... I can't remember what he just said. I'm too fucked up mentally to remember what all this stuff is, so... I'm doing my best, alright, guys? Summary of incident. There were no survivors. The cleaner had been caught in between the steps of the ladder and snapped their femur. You're not going to snap a femur that easily. Something had to have, like, really been trying. Besides unusual bruising and clotting, the cleaner is now stable. Okay, well that's a good. He's gonna live. He's gonna be in pain, but he's gonna live. At the time of injury, V1 began to become irritated and extremely active. No personnel were injured following the initial accident. What did this guy try? Who is this guy? Why did he get pissed off at him? During inspection of test chamber 1, one of the guard's handheld transceivers began to experience interference. Yeah, that's what we saw earlier. Sounds that came from the transceiver were chaotic and random, but there were some lines of coherent speech from both Dr. Trados and what seems to be the entity. Well, that's pretty interesting. Dr. Trados came up with an experiment to test a hypothesis. He had the device connected to the test chamber in an attempt to communicate with the entity.
Hello.
Hi.
Can you hear me? Can you understand what I am saying? Can you hear?
Okay, well, this thing speaketh English.
What now? What should I say?
Ask him what he wants.
What are you?
That's a great question.
What are you?
That message was left on send. The handle device was switched to one of the devices used for trimming testing, an alarm clock radio. They were testing trimmings with alarm clock? Okay, yeah, so they're just going to keep this thing awake all the time. Well, that's not going to end well for us.
Can you still hear us? Okay.
He's just happier to be in an alarm clock.
What are you?
Can you say stuff that makes sense, please?
Can you explain?
Is he trying to say that they are like us, in a way? That we are suffering through life and we crave purpose or something like that? Interesting little creatures, I think. Also terrifying, because they're basically meat molds.
What are your connections to the Vita Carnis species?
I said it once, I'll say it again. Can you please say something that makes sense?
Do you know why you are here?
That's a yes or no question.
Did you hear us? We aren't getting anywhere.
Yeah, no shit.
What?
About what?
Are you talking about the radios?
What else would he be talking about? Indeed. You had to think about that one, but he got it in the end.
Radios transmit and receive waves and translate it into sound.
Well, thank you. You can feel noise? I guess kind of in a way humans can too? Or is he saying he can feel the frequency of the radio itself? Don't do that.
Do you want more radios?
Do you think this is a good idea? The answer is no. Okay, well, good. There's a lot going on in that. Okay, I think these are just images from the documentary video. So nothing really too specific here. Yeah, these are just images from the documentary video. Okay, yep, mimic.
Even the color you see and the sounds you hear are waves.
True that. Okay, now what? Where have we gone? Okay.
Sir, is it really in our best interest to give these things what they want? We don't even know what they're looking for.
Looking to destroy the world. What else can we do? Besides, welcome it willingly. You know, if this was coming out of America, I'd believe it right now.
I understand your concern, but this is the biggest breakthrough we have ever gotten. This may even be the greatest breakthrough of all history.
Does that necessarily mean it's a good thing?
Representatives of the UN will be arriving in just a few days to see our progress. This is too important to stop now. We are on the verge of something massive. If the representatives are impressed, we get the funding to see how far this can go. So, for now, you and the team go and give the Earths what they want. Keep making reports, but keep them quick. We need to learn as much as we can in this short time frame.
Okay, so they're trying to do this for international recognition. You know, some things should, you know, you're spending so much time asking whether or not you could, but not enough time asking whether or not you should.
Yes, sir.
Okay, for future tests with singularities, there will be a radio with the speaker present to allow communication for the entity as well as for personnel to ask questions. During test setup, we were able to capture singularities communicating to each other. We are working to decipher, but as of now, we are unable to understand what was said. Well, we communicate through sound waves. They kind of communicate through radio frequencies and possibly other different frequencies. So it's going to be a little bit harder to decipher that because it's just a medium that we weren't really designed to pick up on. It's kind of like when a human looks at a 4D object, since our senses were never really developed to actually perceive that, it wouldn't look like anything to us. However, we can perceive 2- and 3-dimensional things just fine. Oh, that one's spicy. That last one was spicy. V1 was given several different electrical devices. We attempted to communicate more with it, but it didn't speak very often. Only single words out loud and not directed towards anyone. It was more interested with the devices than the questions. That's what happens when you have somebody trying to take over the entire world. Well, this is not even a somebody, this is a something, and it wants to create meat monsters to... Testing questions were repeated with the other singularities. Each singularity acted differently than each other and gave differing answers to the questions, just like people often do. Although there were a few common factors that each shared, each one had a fascination with electronic devices, especially radio. They are interested in entertainment like television, the radio, and music, especially classical music. So they're psychopaths, is what you're saying. During testing with V1's interaction with a television, notable interference was detected with other electronics. V1 also spoke out loud several times. He just wants to watch his soaps, man. Just leave him be. Ooh, cool. Imagine being on acid and watching that. Was that a word? Oh, wait. Some of that is the nature documentary and stuff. I recognize a couple of those patterns. Hey. Oh, is that what we're... Oh, interesting. Oh, that was a harvester. Host. Monolith.
Travel up to 28,000 kilometers per hour.
Oh, that's not good. Can these things interfere with satellites? Just asking for a friend. Last day before representatives arrive after multiple tests with each singularity, we were able to find out each one's personality. One of them spicy. Number 7 is definitely spicy. V1, neutral in expressing itself, engages with personnel minimally as possible, only shows interest with electronics and testing. V2, curious in nature, asks questions often, descriptive in its wording, eager to engage in testing. Why are they also eager to engage in testing? What the hell is going on? Are the entities themselves not really sure what's going on? V3, more active, engages with personnel in a detached manner rather than one-on-one, engages minimally with personnel. Okay, so why did the first one like attack that guy at random? I don't understand. V4, actively engages with personnel, curious about the personnel and what they are testing, prefers questioning us than conducting tests. Okay, we'll just ask it a bunch of questions. V5, more expressive out loud than other singularities, although it speaks often only out loud to itself. Has yet to communicate with personnel. It's like me when I talk to myself to try to get my thoughts out. V6, rarely engages out loud, only with incoherent noises. Doesn't acknowledge personnel, minimal engagement with testing. It just wants to be alone right now, alright? It's been through some shit. V7, least active singularity. That was the spicy one, wasn't it? Has shown minimal engagement with all activities except electronics. Only engages with other singularities. Are any of these... Okay, yeah, the ones that are eager to be tested on, just work with them. Honestly, just work with them. Don't put those things in the monolith. Prediction time. These things are able to... V1 is definitely, like, the leader of the bunch. Like, he's neutral. He kind of, like, takes feedback from all the other singularities and, like, kind of, like, comes up with a plan. So that speaks leader to me. And he's also the one, like, watching the television, watching all these different shows, and, like, learning about not only, like, the world itself, but also the Vita Carnis species. Because the documentaries were in that TV flicker that he was watching. So my guess would be that that one is going to suggest taking him and the other singularities to the monoliths. I have a strong inkling that either they're going to directly suggest that, or they're going to trick us into taking them there. One of those two. UN representatives arrive.
This is our main observation room, where we conduct much of the testing on the singularities. See, we are still performing tests. We learn much from the entities, and if we were to have your support, we can continue our work here. I am sure we can...
That's bad news.
Something tampering with the microphone in the monitors.
There has been much learned in our time together.
Okay.
I agree with Dr. Treacherous. If we continue, I am sure this union will benefit all.
I don't trust that. I don't trust that. You shouldn't trust that. No one should trust this. But somehow I feel we're going to. It's just like America all over again.
Symbiosis, we join together. Let us sow seeds and watch what grows. Divine purpose. Let us show you. Let us guide the way. Join us. Join us. Join us. Join us.
This is how cults are formed.
Join us. Join us. Become one.
You might be overplaying your hand there just a little bit. What the hell is happening? Is that just the end of the clip? I wanted to learn more about the Harvesters and the Host. That was a lot of fun. Make sure you guys go and support Darian. But yeah, like I said before, also support my channel as well, because I love covering stuff like this, and I would love to have more time to be able to do that, as well as like just, you know, providing entertainment, especially since I am from America. We're all kind of going through a very hard time, and will be for the next 4 years. And possibly even longer than that, just depending on how the next 4 years unfold. We all need each other, and I would love to have help spreading that message. So if you can subscribe, turn on bell notifications, all that stuff, that'd be greatly appreciated. And if you could become a channel member or send me, you know, a super thanks or something like that, that would also be greatly appreciated to help kind of unify all of us who are currently going through a hard time and really struggling. I think that would mean the world to pretty much everyone. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you enjoyed it, feel free to show me some love down below by hitting the like button. And don't forget to check out the annotations for more videos. Now, see you in the next video.